Hey, I finally made an intro to a show I've been doing for 4 years.
4 years? Wow.
That was the very first. That was the world premiere of the introduction theme song for this show.
Morning Comics.
Hey, welcome in, friends. Good to see you. Knockle doodle doo. Come on in. It's time to hang out with y'all. And those of you that were here at the normal time, sorry, that would be White Tiger, Cowbunga Fam early this morning, along with Air Spider. I was told, Dad, it's Saturday, bright and early. And I apologize that this is not as bright and as early. We got Ariel in the chat. Happy Saturday. Hope you're doing well. We got Simon R in the chat. What is happening? Perry saying, oops. I don't know what pickle problem he's having this morning. We got No Good Comics, who is live at the same time as me. So apologies to Justin and to PJ Morris, who's his partner in crime today on the comic book origins. So we apologize, and we will watch that on the replay. I understand if people are having to jump back and forth a little bit. We got Big Will Comics, the Dungeon Master himself, who is going to really give us a run for our money next Sunday. So be there for that on his channel. Claimant Comics has got 2 windows open. See, he's doing the dual shows. Everybody's watching. Everybody's trying to stay there together. Ronan is here. That's the Fire Guy Ryan's brother. What is going on, sir? Good morning to you. Brandon from Claimant Comics is here. I was talking to Brandon just this morning. I hope you're doing well, Mr. Brandon, because I'm going to talk about a ton of X-Men. I've got X-Men all over behind me. This was a huge week for X-Men comics. I got 1, 2, 3, still not done. Holding 4 X-Men comics this week. 4 X-related titles that I am reading, and I got all of them here. It's all happening. Yeah. So be ready for that. And last but not least, we got Sharon. We're a little later than normal. Oh, and we got Steve M. What's going on, Steve? Good to see you, sir. So yeah, this is our Saturday show. Charlie just had her last regular season game. Boom. Did not end super well, but she didn't let any goals in her quarter as goalie. She kept pushing the ball downfield when she was in midfield. She did her part. It was 0-0 when she left the game. So what are you going to do?
It wasn't my fault.
You did everything you could do while you were on the pitch. That's all there is to it. Terry Vaughn has a question for Ted Lasso. You've come to the right place, sir. Good to see you. Jason, like Beyonce, you are irreplaceable. Ooh, that's a compliment. That sounds like a good compliment right there.
Who is Jason? Which one?
Derulo.
He's got the Baby Yoda emoji that's got the little facial stuff going on there. It's like a meld of Baby Yoda and somebody else I'm maybe not familiar with. Who's your favorite villain? I mean, I don't know.
Dad,
what?
he asked Ted Lasso.
He's asking Ted Lasso. No, that was Terry Vaughn was asking Ted Lasso. Stephen M., he's just asking favorite villains. I tend to like gray area villains. So characters like Magneto tend to rank really high on my list. Or Two-Face, a character who can be villainous and heroic at different times in his stories. Dr. Doom, another great one. He's kind of like in that gray area a little bit, you know? Those are among my favorites.
He's on the good team in Dark Ages. Has there been another Dark Ages?
Well, the end of the Hush storyline, Two-Face comes to the rescue. He comes to the rescue of several characters. So, yeah, I definitely have some love for those gray area villains, you know? We got Downright Nerdy, newly married Riley and Michael of the Downright Nerdy podcast. Congratulations, you two. We got Burning Block About 99. Charlie and I watched his latest, stop motion animation. I almost said stand up motion. That doesn't make sense. Stop motion animation video. You should check it out. Really cool. He does like a transformer. And he shows you how he did it in real time as well at the end, because that stuff is a ton of work. Keep up the good work, sir. Much appreciated. So yeah, we got a ton of comics to look at here. Kate's got a bunch over here.
Mhm.
Charlie's got some over here. We are getting a little downtime because later we've got a family Halloween party. That's what's happening this evening for us, at least. I've got an X-Men rant, and I don't know if I should do that now or should I do it later.
No.
Rant.
Rant. Kate says rant. All right, so X-Men fans, I'm getting a lot of nervous feelings about the end of Hickman's run. I did not enjoy Wolverine very much, except for this amazing Gleason cover, which is a fun Halloween-looking cover there. I thought that was kind of cool.
It is cool.
A little
How
Halloween
scary.
thing. I like that cover a lot. Did not enjoy the issue all that much. Sword was kind of a mixed issue as well. I didn't hate it, didn't love it. It was kind of a mixed issue. Love the variant, Storm variant. Storm was kind of pushed to the side a little bit in this issue. Didn't play as big a part, and they wiped out a ton of Starjammer characters and Shi'ar characters wiped out. So kind of a big issue, I guess. Didn't love it. I'm not. Oh, sorry, Brandon. I didn't want to spoil it too much. Sorry. They just made some bold choices. I'll say it that way. How about? I enjoyed Marauders, but it wasn't my favorite of the run. I feel like it still feels like it's in an awkward phase. I can't quite figure out how much I care for it. And then the last one on the list was Inferno, which was very slow, had some huge character power moves happening here. You know, Destiny and Mystique on one side, Moira, Xavier, and Magneto on the other side. A lot of power plays happening in this story. Here's my fear. My fear is that Marvel has robbed Hickman of his teeth, and he now has to kind of gum his food a little bit. And so these stories are getting weak. I'm worried that it's not going to end with an exclamation mark. It's going to end with a comma. And that would really frustrate me. Now, maybe it means that down the line, he'll come back and do part 2 and part 3 of his 3-arc plan. But my worry is, reading this, I'm worried that he is not going to finish his official run with a real bit of power. I'm worried he's going to finish soft. And that would disappoint me. Somebody who's read pretty much everything in this time frame, that would disappoint me a ton. So that's where I'm at with it. Just to reconnect his comics, my brother, what is happening? Hope your Saturday is going well. Bearded Comic Bro, what is going on? Charlie, you're not even looking up. You're not even look. There it is. There, it's the Bearded Comic Bro. What are you talking about? TK's Batcave. I do like X-Men. I was not super happy about these issues. It felt soft to me, a little bit weak. Brandon, what is going on? Good that you're in here, sir. I hope you're having a good morning. Dave Collects, good morning to you, man. I don't want to miss anybody. I appreciate you guys coming by, and I know that Justin, my No Good Comics omnibus partner, is going live at the same time because we're a little later than normal. So apologize for that. So that's where I'm at with X titles right now. I'm going to finish everything Hickman's doing. And then I'm going to start, I think, reading a lot of my X titles that I like digitally and just kind of see where I go from here. That's kind of where I'm at. I know that Hickman has, to TK's question, Hickman has 2 official issues that he is personally writing. He has a bunch where he's listed as head of X, and he is like story guiding a lot of issues through to the end of the calendar year. And then I know he has left a map in place for those that follow him, but there's no guarantee that they're going to follow his map. You know, there's a lot of freedom for these people to go where they want to go. So where does Trini Howard and where do Dan where do I'm trying to remember. Percy is one writer. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting all
I'll
the
be back.
X writers. But where do those writers choose to go? Because they're on their own now, a little bit. That's going to be the big question mark. Air Spider is in the chat again. Good to see you, Air Spider. I hope the little one is doing well. Are the X-Men now an official creative slump like Spidey? I think it hasn't happened yet, but it really could happen next year. So I'm a little worried. Stephen M has a question for Charlie. Stephen M says, Charlie, who are your favorite villains? Do you have any favorite comic book villains? Oh, Kate shouted Loki, and we all are very big Loki fans, but Kate in particular has always really liked Loki. So that's definitely one that's going to make her list for sure. What about
In
you?
the movies or in comics?
In anything. You say whatever you like.
In the movies, I really like Mysterio. He's really cool. And I also really like the Riddler.
The Riddler from the animated series?
Poison Ivy a lot. She's really cool.
I
And
love
Catwoman,
Poison
Catwoman
Ivy.
too.
Yes.
And Joker.
Poison Ivy is a great example of a villain who like is not wrong. Like she's trying to protect Mother Earth from horrible humans. So she's not wrong. She's just so extreme about it. She's gone full eco-terrorist, right?
And Harley Quinn is really cool.
So look, Bearded says, the Riddler, Charlie and I are besties. Boom, right there. Ariel Red with a super chat. Helping the Saturday morning fun. Yeah, no, we had our bagels a little earlier, so I'm sorry we're past bagel time, but we got some. Let's see what we got for you today. How about some Darth Vader?
I really don't like when you're doing that.
But I'm the bad guy. I'm supposed to destroy everything.
But I don't do that. I just save people. And I make stuff for them.
I don't think that sounds very evil.
You have to make friends, and do you still know how to make friends?
I've never had any friends.
Well, you have robots.
Yeah, you got robots. If you got robots, you got everything. What more could you possibly want? Let's see if I can find this one.
No, well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold back anymore. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Thank you, Ariel. You're way too sweet. So this is a great comment, TK, and I feel like it's unfair to judge where he is until I get a sense of where this ends, right? Because obviously his tenure seems to be ending now, but there's no, I know that Marvel and he have both said he is writing big events for Marvel over the next few years. So he's not done at Marvel. And those events might just include whatever's going on in the X universe. So it's possible his tenure isn't fully finished. He's just not overseeing everybody as an editor the way he was the last couple of years. So it's hard to say. If I had to judge it right now, obviously Claremont is still going to always be number one. I would probably still have Hickman as my second favorite. But I will also say there's a huge like 20-year chunk where I didn't read X-Men. Between like 96 and 2016, I didn't read a lot in there. There's like gaps. So I do need to go in and read some of that stuff. Everybody tells me to read Uncanny X-Force. I think that was Rick Remender. Everybody says read that. That's a great run. I've never read it. So there's definitely stuff I need to read for me as well. JG's in the chat. What's going on with the Van Halen logo there? Good to see you, JG. And Ruben Guzman is here. What's up? Don't throw elbows in here. There's room for everybody. All right. So you named all your favorite villains? Most of hers are Batman villains. Charlie is a Bat fan. Animated series is one of her all-time favorites. And now you've seen pretty much all the movies. You saw the two Keaton ones. You saw Val Kilmer. You saw the George Clooney one a long time ago at Oma's house. I don't think you remember it.
See what?
The George Clooney Batman.
No, Poison Ivy dress up and
Yeah,
Umbrella
it's got
costume.
Poison Ivy. It's got Arnold Schwarzenegger as
I've seen it,
Mr. Freeze.
but I don't remember that.
You saw all 3 Christian Bale movies. And now, what else have you seen? Were there other Batmans? I think you've seen all of those. But the animated, obviously, is all of our favorites. TK says, read that X-Force, that Uncanny X-Force. I hear really good things. I think once I start reading more digitally next year, I'm going to start going back and reading some stuff. My goal is to really like slash pick my pull list each month. So I'm down to a really small amount in actual paper issues. And then I'm going to try to read more digitally and go backwards and read some stuff that I've really missed out on, because I know there's a ton of things that I really should be reading. Animated series is the best, says Nunya. Jay Nunya knows what's up. She hasn't seen the Adam West Batman. No, she obviously the Lego Batman she's seen, but we have not watched any of the old Batman show. I don't even know if any of that's on HBO right now. I know HBO owns with Warner Brothers, has all that stuff. I don't know what's on there. I should take a look. But she's seen a lot of that. And the animated stuff, she's seen everything. And then a little Batman Beyond, things like that. What are you reading there? Do you want to share some stuff? What are you reading? So this is called Lois Lane and the Friendship Challenge.
It has a kitty.
It does have a kitty on the cover. Lois Lane and the Friendship Challenge, illustrated by Brittany Williams. I can't see the writer's name. Is there a name here? There it is. Written by Grace Ellis. Sorry, there it is. Grace Ellis and Brittany Williams. This looks like a mid-grade novel, like for early teen or preteen kids.
Mm-hmm.
Lois Lane in high school or something.
Summer.
On summer vacation between school years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she's got her best friend and she's investigating stuff. There you go.
Somebody stole the fireworks for the bike race.
Ooh.
And they're trying to figure out who it is.
Do any other DC characters pop in here at all ever? Any superheroes or supervillains? Catwoman
the girl
or
right there? No. Yes.
that
Her
girl?
name is Izzy Kent.
Izzy Kent. Isabella Kent. Interesting.
It's like,
She's like a cousin to Clark or something?
probably.
Ooh. No, she hasn't even seen that, Big Will. She has not even seen that one.
With Adam West.
Yeah, Adam West made it's called Batman 66. It's the one that, remember I said that when we shared our covers, we did a cover video.
Batman 66.
Yeah, it was
Pow, pow, pow.
right. It was Archie and the gang meet Batman 66.
Kate, what are you doing?
And so Batman 66 was that movie, those characters.
Okay.
Air Spider saying, my daughter's watched all of the West Batman. It's free on cable, an app on cable. All right, there you go. Total tangent, talking about Michael Keaton. Riley watched Beetlejuice for the first time last night.
Ooh.
What do you think of Beetlejuice?
I love it so much.
What about you?
I like it.
All right. Well, what do you think about this book then? Lois Lane and the Friendship Challenge. What are you thinking
I
about?
like it. It's very interesting. And as always, I love mysteries. So.
It's a mystery book, kind of Nancy Drew kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't think any other characters that are like big characters they pop in.
Lois is obviously the main one. No Lex Luthor.
No Lex.
So it's not like Smallville where they were always like bringing characters in and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just them.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, Greg, she's got better taste than me. She's always got better stuff. We went to the library and snagged some library books, and this is one Charlie picked out. Awesome. Do you have a book you want to share?
No.
Nope. She just wants to vibe. She's vibing.
Oh my.
If you notice, Kate's hair is a little darker. She is in Stranger Things 11 mode. Can you do the hand?
No.
Come
I'm
on.
not
Come
doing
on.
it.
Do it.
No.
Do
I
it.
hate it so much.
You might also notice Kate's smile looks a little different.
I got my braces off.
She has no top braces anymore.
I still have,
The bottom ones have a
Yes.
couple more days,
but
but the top braces are gone.
Yeah.
Look at that $1 million smile. She's gorgeous.
This hair color makes my forehead look really big, though.
It makes your forehead look big.
I think my forehead's big in the first place, but like,
You're not going to do it?
just give me a minute. I gotta
Okay.
get into it.
Do you want me to say hi to Simon R. dropping this super chat in the chat here? Love those costumes on Instagram. The zombie soccer needs to be on ESPN. Kate knocked it out of the park as 11. Yes, they have some killer costumes.
Stop. You're gonna
Oh,
make
I
me
thought you were
laugh.
saying. I thought you were saying.
That one? No.
Can you scream when you do it? All right, this is for Simon R. Here we go. Ready? And let's see, what about this one? Yes, Big Will. We all hate braces. Nobody but orthodontists like braces. Nobody's like it's basically medieval mouth torture devices. That's really what we're talking about here. So, Kate, you mentioned Loki. Any other villains that are your favorite villains?
From what? Just Marvel?
Okay. From anything, movies. Well, I mean, comic books, right? Marvel, DC, movies, comics.
I don't know. I mean, Loki's always been my favorite. I don't really like any other villains.
Just Loki.
Yeah.
Obviously not Thanos fan because he killed Loki.
Does Sylvie count?
Spoiler. Yeah, you can count Sylvie.
I guess I don't really like her that much.
All
but
the
I like
all the Loki
a lot.
variants come in second.
Yeah.
Alligator Loki and Kid Loki
Yes,
and
definitely.
Old Man Loki.
Hee hee.
You are a Loki fan. What about Death? Did you like her at all? I'm the goddess of death.
Hela?
Hela, yeah.
Yeah, she's really cool actually. So Loki and Hela are pretty cool.
There you go. See, there's a few.
I like Mysterio too.
Mysterio, the
I just
version
like
of that
Jake
movie.
Gyllenhaal.
Well, you like, yeah, who doesn't like Jake Gyllenhaal? He's pretty awesome.
Mhm.
He does a great job in that movie, even though he gives away Peter's identity at the end. What a jerk
Darn it.
move. What a jerk move. So those were the X titles I read this week, the variant covers that I got, some really great covers. I'm still very excited for this universe, but knowing that Hickman's only got 2 left in his official kind of run, I'm getting a little wary, getting a little nervous, getting a little nostalgic, a little sad. I would say, I think, just double checking. Yeah, I think my read of the week was probably Daredevil. It was a great issue again. Zdarsky doing a great job. If you haven't, it's the best book at Marvel. In my opinion, best book at Marvel. And it has been for a really long time. I would say maybe Immortal Hulk was there right with it. But then Immortal Hulk has waxed and waned for me a little bit. But this was a great issue. And I'm very sad to see this run ending. But I'm curious to see Zdarsky's Elektra as Daredevil going forward. I think it's going to be really exciting. But these 35 issues so far of this run, I've enjoyed all of them. And I don't know that there's more to say. I mean, it's just an absolute fun series. I liked Villain a bunch too, Ariel, or unless you're saying favorite villain. I've enjoyed the Venom run from Kate's as well. But man, this has just been a consistently entertaining series. And if you like the character Daredevil or Elektra at all, this has been something special, something really special. You like her? Do you like Elektra as Daredevil? So she's taken over. She is Daredevil now. What do you think? Somebody pointed out to me how her sigh is blunt and flat. It's missing the sharp tip. I don't know if he cut it or not, but the sigh that she's holding in her hand is kind of dull right there. Not so sharp. Not so sharp. Air Spider saying he likes Daredevil more than the Hulk. A few issues behind on both. I will say I stopped Immortal Hulk at issue 25. So I didn't read the parts that people said where it kind of bogged down a little bit. I do need to catch up on it at some point. I know I don't got to ask this guy. He's got a favorite, and it's definitely Mr. Daredevil himself. So big fan there. Yeah, I don't know if you heard 4-Color. I'm happy to catch you up. In this 35 issues that Zdarsky has run, it started with a death. A criminal died, and they put the blame on Matt Murdock. They basically told Matt, the police said, this criminal died because of your actions. And Matt Murdock turned himself in. Now, part of the agreement is he goes to jail, but they do not take his mask off. He goes to jail as Daredevil, not as Matt Murdock. So nobody knows his identity. He goes to jail as Daredevil, and he's been in jail basically the most of this run. While he's in jail, Elektra agrees to wear the Daredevil costume, or her own version of it, obviously, and patrol the city as Daredevil and fight the Kingpin and his crew. So that's kind of been the main overarching plot of Zdarsky's Daredevil. And while in jail, Matt's been dealing with a bunch of stuff. And outside of jail, his twin brother has been pretending to be him. So they brought Mike Murdock, Daredevil's twin brother, in.
Yeah.
And he's been going around the city pretending to be Matt so that people don't think Matt is actually in jail as Daredevil. It's a way to like try to keep the dual identities thing going. And Elektra has been Daredevil. Now, Zdarsky is ending his run, and I want to say it's like December or January. He's ending it. But then he's going to do a short, like 4 or 5 issue mini series all about Elektra choosing to stay as Daredevil. And then he's starting a new series all about Elektra as Daredevil. So that's going to be starting up next year. Is Chip Zdarsky's new storyline is completely just focusing in on Elektra taking over the role. And I don't know what Matt Murdock's going to be doing during this whole time, if they're just going to lock him in jail and leave him there. But that's the storyline for now. Should be very exciting, though. Just like I think Nightwing is the best book at DC, I think Daredevil's the best one here with Marvel. So those are both definitely worth your time. And I'm sure there's going to be collected editions at some point. But I know they've got individual trades as well. So what's Murdock going to be? He still has the powers, right? Yeah, he hasn't lost any of his powers. He's just questioning his own decisions because he clearly went too far and killed somebody. He killed somebody.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Who?
A criminal. A faceless criminal. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, he has all of his abilities. He hasn't lost anything. He's just choosing not to escape. He escapes the jail. In fact, in the last issue, 34, he escaped because he heard about what Kingpin was doing. Kingpin had cloned Bullseye, the villain, and made like 5 of them and unleashed them on the city to kill Elektra. And when Matt heard about it, he broke out of jail to help her defeat these Bullseyes.
Dang, bro.
So this current issue had Elektra and Matt versus a fleet of Bullseyes. It was very exciting. So there you go. It's just a great book. I think it's just really well done. And it's, Chip Zdarsky is a phenomenal writer. Just a really talented guy.
I'm tired.
Any other books you guys want to share? I feel like I've been talking a ton. What about you, little one? You got any other books? You got another one in your hands there?
I think Kate already shared it.
Kate already shared it? What is it?
I didn't share anything yet, Jeff.
Best Friends. Can I hold it up? Shannon Hale and Luyen Pham.
It's my book. I'm sharing it.
Oh,
You're
goodness.
sharing-
Why don't you read it and
Maybe
Sister will talk
Sister's
about it?
thing.
How's that? You enjoy reading it. What is Best Friends about?
Well, it's a sequel to the book Real Friends, where
Okay.
basically it follows a girl named Shannon in her like late elementary and like middle school,
Okay.
and it's like her finding her group of friends that respect her, that don't talk behind her back and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
And it's just that there's like drama that happens, and then there's like also good best friends. You like meet these amazing people that you're gonna be friends with for the rest of your life, but then there's also people that you're like, okay, I thought they were my friend, but I guess not. Like stuff like that. And I really like it, and she has a really vivid imagination. So she has a lot of like scenes where she's like imagining, or there's like a story she's writing, and it shows little clips. It's really cool. I love it.
All right.
Mhm.
So is there only 2 of them in the series, or is there more than just the? You said Real Friends,
I
Best
think
Friends.
Right now, there's only 2.
Okay.
There might be 3. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know why these girls are so sleepy that we didn't stay up super late. Roscoe is here. What's going on, Roscoe, my man?
We didn't stay up that late, but still.
Happy early Halloween. I hope everybody's got plans for the faux. It's not really a holiday. For the event tomorrow night. We're going to a little family gathering this evening, so we are getting together for some costumes and shenanigans. What else do I have here? I got some new DC books. New Wonder Girl.
Oh, sorry, my nose. Jeez.
Yeah, you're feeling a little stuffy there. You need to go use a tissue
Yeah.
in another room where nobody has to hear it on the microphone. Wonder Girl. And the new issue of Deathstroke Incorporated with this awesome variant here. Is this Inyuk Lee? I don't know who is the cover artist on this one. Francisco, it's Matina, duh. It's a Matina. My bad. But yeah, gotta love the Black Canary in the background there. So those are my 2 DC books this week. Didn't love them. I don't know if I'm going to keep going with both of these. I think I liked Deathstroke a little better. Yeah, I can't decide where I am with this Wonder Girl. I do wish they had given Joelle Jones time to kind of like craft her storyline. I feel like they saw that the new Wonder Woman was interesting and popular, and then they just said, "Go here." And she works at a very different speed. You kind of have to give her the time to make the issues, and then you publish them. And when you put her on the same time frame as some other artists, some lesser maybe artists, I think you get a mediocre product, and that's kind of the bummer. Thanks, Roscoe. It's my Ted Lasso costume. Although people say I look like my dad, anybody who knows my dad, he had this look through the 70s and 80s. This was my dad. What about a comic book gets your attention? For me, the cover is the biggest reason, and then the interior art. That's a great reason, Vaughn. It's tricky, right? I genuinely follow writers. That's kind of like where I start. Is if I know a writer that I enjoy, Jeff Lemire, Joelle Jones, if I know they're doing something, I'm going to be curious. I guess you could say the same as for certain artists that I really admire, Stephanie Hans or what have you. But for the most part, I start with the writer. I'm really less interested in the character, because the truth is a good writer makes every character they write interesting. So, I think for me, it starts with character as the second, and writer as the first. Covers are great, but I've been burned a lot of times by getting a great cover and then the book on the inside is not very good. So it's tricky with comics because they blend that visual and that story, and you want a nice mix.
Sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah, sometimes you have a mediocre writer or a mediocre artist, and then the story just doesn't gel.
You want to just tell stories about our week right now?
You want to talk about your week?
I don't know. I mean, you guys
definitely
can't stop
do.
it.
Okay, so here, I'm gonna
Okay.
drink coffee or well chai here, and Kate's gonna talk.
Basically, I was in PE this week. I don't know. Okay, I was in PE this week, and we're doing like flag football in class. So I was with my group, and I start walking out, and I'm like standing on the grass, and I look down, and I'm like, my feet hurt, and I'm looking at my feet, and there's an anthill. I'm literally standing on a red anthill. They're all up my shoes, and I now have like little spots all over my feet.
You got
from,
bit.
Like, yeah, from like red ants, and so yeah. Great. We had a party yesterday at school. And it was
Ooh,
really
this is
fun.
exciting.
What?
Yeah. So Kate had her first junior high, and it's loosely called a dance, an after school
It was
dance,
a party. I think.
but it's more like a party. They were out on the
Sixth grade.
courtyard, right? Yeah. And they had music going and
Haunted
snacks and
house.
stuff. A haunted house. So I want some details.
Okay.
Tell me about all the girls and boys and the awkward dancing and the haunted house and the snacks and the who's crushing on who. Let's get juicy here.
There wasn't that much like actual dancing from like boys and girls, but at the end of the dance, when we were all ready to pack up, he started playing the songs like "Everybody clap your hands, clap, clap your hands," and the whole school is doing it. Like everyone there was like, and then it was like, to the right now.
The
To the
electric
left.
slide? Isn't that the electric slide?
Take it back now, y'all. And then y'all go, one hop. This time the whole school would be like, "Doo." It was so cool.
Yeah.
Freeze. Everybody
Crisscross.
clap your hands. It was so fun. And like the teachers were all really, really nice. They were there was like security there. Like they wouldn't let us leave. It was so scary. Like a few people actually like jumped over the fence and like left. I was like, row.
They just took off. They were done with the
they
party.
were like peace row.
Were you not allowed to leave?
Yeah.
Once you went in, you had to stay in until the event was over. Gotcha.
And like some kids ran around to the other side of the school and like people were circling them, like the security.
Security
and they
was
had to
chasing the
bolt.
kids down.
Yes, and they literally had to bolt.
All you jailbreakers.
I know, and it was really scary. But the haunted
Scary.
house. The haunted house was so cool.
Okay, yeah. So I want you to walk me through this haunted house. I want to know what it looked like on the outside. You went in. I want all of it.
It was
Let's
in
go.
the NPR, that multi-purpose room.
The big auditorium.
And so you walk in, and there's like strobing lights.
You're entering, I'm assuming, from the courtyard where the eating area is, right? So the like back entrance to the auditorium.
No, by the library.
So you walk all the way around to the front.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because that's where the dance was. On that side.
Okay, I was confused then.
Not
all right.
on the other side. Not on the side closer to the park, closer to the big fields. But
all right.
So basically you like walked in and there was like these like like garbage bags. It was made of that same material, like and it, like
so
came
like
from
to
the
block
ceiling,
the door.
and you like walked in.
Sure, because it keeps
and
the
you,
light
like,
out, right?
Yeah, and it's like strobing lights. They had like clowns, like fake like Pennywise in a chair over here, and then they had people. The ASB kids were all in masks, and they would like come closer to you, and they weren't talking. It was so cool. But I knew a lot of the people in there, so I was like, "Hi, Allie," and I like patted her on the head when I passed her.
Because you knew her mask.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
funny.
could recognize her because she's so tall and like so skinny. I was like, "Hi."
So
And
that part didn't freak you out?
Yeah, and then I turned around and this kid had like a scythe. A scythe? What's it called?
A scythe.
Scythe. And he like tapped my arm with it. And I was like, "Oh, hi." And it was like really scary. And then
hold on.
clowns would chase you.
We got Kevin from Entropy and Comics, our buddy from up north. How's it going, my man? We got Michael in the chat. What's going on, Michael? Hair Spider says John just has to show up with that mustache and he controls the floor. There you go. Get on that dance floor. So Kate is describing the haunted house at her first official junior high after school dance party hangout thing.
And then my best friend was like holding on to me because she was terrified.
So again, what did it look like from the outside? Did they have decorations
No.
on the outside? Nothing. Okay, so you walk right in. You said there were fake clowns and a couple of kids in masks right there with the strobing lights.
Yeah, and that's how it was basically the whole time. There were like tarps that you would go through.
So is it like
then,
weaving and twisting and
yes.
turning?
And it was like a maze. And then at the end, they would have clowns that like chase you or like grabbed your arm. It was like really scary.
That was it?
Yeah,
There were no like
That
things
wasn't
hanging
that
from the
much.
ceiling or anything like that. Oh, okay.
but it was like pretty
I was
short.
expecting
but it was,
a
like,
lot
really
from
cool.
this. I didn't hear much.
Our DJ was like trash, but it was really funny. It
Ouch.
wasn't trash. It was just like kind of boring.
Shots fired.
He was playing like 2004's pop, which isn't that bad, but it was still like
2000. That was so 2004.
2010's pop. They're good, but like
What
I
do
wanted
you
to hear
prefer?
stuff from now.
Oh, now I was expecting you to be like, I
Or
want
the
80s.
80s, yes.
I want some Duran Duran. Her name was Rio.
Girls
and
on
she
film.
dances on the side.
Girls on film.
Why do my arms look like sticks? Why are they built like that? Sorry.
All right, so hashtag worth it.
Yeah.
Do they
It
have
was so
plans for
fun.
another one?
They always do like a Christmas one, I'm pretty sure. And or like a winter, you know?
The winter formal, winter
A snowball
wonderland.
dance.
Sure.
Like
You need Rob Zombie on DJ. I don't think that's going to be a good call for anybody.
Did you know the youngest DJ is 4 years old? He performed at a club.
I did not know that.
Bro.
Did you read that in the Guinness Book of World Records? A 4-year-old DJ dropping those sick beats and then getting his
he
diaper
performed
changed.
at a club in Hong Kong.
Well, there you go.
Beats ain't the
In
only
Hong
thing
Kong,
he's
okay.
dropping.
And he's British, yeah.
Oh, he's British and he works in Hong Kong?
Yeah.
This kid's got quite a life. A little 4-year-old British kid drops sick beats
Archie
in Hong Kong.
Archie Norbury.
His name is Archie Norbury.
Nordbury. He's so British.
Can you just imagine this kid? Hey, everybody, I'm Archie
No.
Norbury.
And next up,
Get out on the dance floor. Get your hands in the air like you just don't care.
And next up, we have Archie Norbury. Hello, mates. Just like
This kid's going to be amazing.
hello, mates.
This is wild.
Ed
Ooh,
Sheeran,
don't go to the
Ed Sheeran.
Valentine's dance, says TK. He's warning you about the
I
Valentine's
don't think
dance.
my school does one. I feel like maybe they do.
Sheena is in the chat. What is up, HK? Hi, Sheena. Woo woo.
We got a package.
Yeah, something just go. Beep, beep.
Can I get it?
Go ahead. You can go
It
get
was
it.
so fun. All my
Yeah.
friends were there.
Copy it out.
That's fine.
Okay.
It was so
I'll
fun. And then after, my friend got picked up with us, and we brought her back here, and we like played in my room and outside we played volleyball. It was so fun.
Hit the volleyball around a little. Sure. Charlie's going to open the squeaky front door and get a package that got delivered, apparently.
And me and my friend coordinated costumes. She was Dustin.
Okay.
That's all right. You don't need to. We can talk while you're doing it. Just be quick. There it was. Squeaky front door.
Nicole said it would be
Something
in a horror
scary
movie.
is coming.
It could be in a horror movie.
Air Spider said he stopped DJing in his early teens. He figured he was too old. Yeah. If you're not a success by 15, it's just not worth going any further with it. There used to be one on the New York radio. Oh my gosh.
But I still wearing my. Oh, also when we were the dance started like literally right after school, and you got in line, and so I was running with my friend, and she literally tripped on my foot. She's very short, mind you. She like tripped on my
Anything
foot.
for me, Charlie? Is it setting my name up?
She slipped on my foot, like tripped on my foot, and fell face
Oh my
first
gosh,
on
this was
the ground.
hilarious.
She fell face first on the ground, and she like her chin was like bloody.
Okay, don't get too graphic.
Yeah, and her knee too. And so
She
we
fell
took
and
her
hurt
to
her chin and her knee
yeah, and we took her to the nurse's office, and
because
she
you
might,
tripped her, right?
yeah, and she might have to get a stitch in her chin. And she still ended up going to the dance.
That's the part I didn't want to forget. Yeah, she still gamed. Like she was like
yeah.
all
like,
in on the
they had her
dance.
put a bandage over her chin and
Yeah.
her knee, and then she was like, "I'm going in."
She still wanted to go to the dance.
And she was chill
Did
about it.
not
She was
give up.
funny. One of my friends was also dressed up as a banana. It was masterpiece.
Right.
Can I see the name?
So what music do the young people listen to these days? 80s, 90s, disco, other era? I feel old.
I don't know. 80s and like, what am I supposed
Can
to
you
say?
name some songs that
Or
you liked
artists?
that they played or that you wished that they would have played? Artists or songs, whatever you got. The sound.
I listen to a
of
lot of songs that you don't
silence.
know about, so I can't. Really
So you saying I don't want to say it, Dad, because then you're gonna make fun of me?
Doja Cat, actually, she's like
Doja
really
Cat.
good.
I don't know who that is.
She's inappropriate.
Yeah. So she plays.
She's inappropriate.
She plays. So he played one of her songs, but he like bleeped.
Oh,
out
it's a
some.
guy. Doja Cat
No,
is a guy.
he played out one of her songs.
Oh, gotcha.
The
gotcha.
DJ played one of her songs, but
What's
he like
the
bleeped
DJ's
stuff out.
name?
All right.
I don't know, Chuck. DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Holy power activate. So what other singers? What else we got? Other bands, other
From
songs?
now,
Yeah, whatever you know.
I like listening to
The people
Duran
want to know. Duran still hits, still bang. It's a
Yes.
banger.
Material Girl by Madonna is like really good. I like Lady Gaga a lot.
See,
Yeah.
Air Spider says Doja is new. There you go.
Doja Cat's awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really listen to a lot of like rap songs because that's more my friend's speed. But
Peanut
like,
butter jelly time.
we don't want to do it. We don't want to jelly. We don't want jelly. And everybody's all that.
That's
I
what
don't know how
big.
it
That's
goes.
what Big Will is saying.
I like. I don't know.
She's like, dude,
when
I
I
don't
put on
want
the
people to
spot,
know.
I don't know.
I think
like-
you just don't want to say.
The song "The Adults Are Talking" by The Strokes.
The Strokes. There you go. That's older. That's
I
not
like
new.
it. It's really good.
Nice.
You're putting me on the spot. It's
Yes.
really scary.
Welcome to our Saturday show.
I
Maybe
like
next
Queen.
weekend we talk music.
Queen and like
Queen. Now you're talking about Dad's favorite stuff.
yeah, I like Queen.
Queen and Sam Cooke. You're hitting on all cylinders there.
I listen to bro, I don't know.
I've never heard of them. Bro, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for.
Can I get my phone
Bro, I
so I
don't
can look
know.
at the songs I listen to?
I
'Cause
suppose.
I forgot. Like I have a whole 70 track playlist that I just forget every single song on there.
This is where we're going. I agree, Air Spider. Queen is the jam. Queen is also the answer. I'm a big fan.
One of my friends is asking me for help on a science project. Can I do it after this show?
Well, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Are you done with it? Do you need help with it?
Yeah, I just needed to send him some of this stuff.
We're almost done. We're just wrapping up. If you want to listen
I listen to Melanie Martinez.
Melanie Martinez.
I like her stuff. She's really good.
Inappropriate.
Also inappropriate. Charlie's like, I'm just gonna tell you which ones she shouldn't be listening to. Those are the bad ones.
Look at that.
I like Bruno Mars actually a lot. He's really, really good. Lil Nas X.
Inappropriate. Little Nas X.
Yeah, the rapper.
Inappropriate.
Yeah, he
Sing.
did. Yeah, I'm going tick. He's been doing a
Old
lot.
Town Road.
Yeah, and Halsey is really good.
Halsey.
Lizzo. I like Lizzo.
I don't know who any of these people are. Why do they all have just like random
Inappropriate.
X's and Z's in their name?
I don't know.
I sound old. Check
Um,
out Demu Borger Born Treacherous. I don't know that one. Now Demu is my kind of stuff, says Entropy in Comics. Well, there you go. DIMMU is the I don't know, band singer.
Sarah Cawthon is really good.
Okay.
And I have like a
Eric
few songs.
Nally from Fox Shazam
You
is a
know-
modern day Freddie Mercury. All right.
Tainted,
You can't play this kind of stuff.
I
'cause
know,
you're gonna
but
get.
Tainted-
I'm gonna get a strike.
Tainted Love is really good by Soft Cell.
Okay.
Have you heard that song?
Tainted.
Love. Oh.
So it's a remake of
Tainted
Tainted Love,
Love.
like the '80s song.
It is the 80s song.
Oh, you made
Um,
it sound like it was a remix, like a remake of the song. from
I
the
listened
80s.
to Come What May from Moulin Rouge. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Moulin Rouge.
But it's so good. I listened to Bo Burnham.
Because you can.
Bezos One by Bo Burnham is actually
Bo
really
Burnham is hilarious. And
Mac-
his music is.
Inappropriate.
Thank you.
good. And Mac DeMarco, My Kind of Woman. That's a really good one. Hee hee. Yeah. Those are my 4 hour and 7 minutes of playlists.
There you go. You
That's
got a
all.
little
That's it.
taste into teenage. Welcome to the teenage wasteland. Teenage wasteland. Teenage wasteland.
Smells like Teen Spirit's a good one too.
Hey, ooh, now you're going. Now
Bon Jovi. Sorry.
you're gonna break our
Runaway.
speakers or people's speakers at home.
Runaway and what's his Living on a Prayer is really good too.
Okay. So early
I have
Bon
a whole
Jovi,
list.
old school Bon Jovi,
Yeah.
not the newer stuff.
No.
I don't know if we got anything else here on the docket. I think that's pretty much it. I will say I did not enjoy this indie, House of Slaughter. I'm not going to get issue 2. I thought it was okay, just kind of boring. So there you go. I enjoyed Nina Hawes, which I finally got around to watching for Halloween. Good Halloween book or reading. Finally, I got it last week, but I did not get the new issue of Philadelphia because it did not come out because I know Image is having some shipping issues. Let's see here. Ooh, we got some people in here. TM Nerdy says that stash. Oh, there it is.
Can I see some more of the music comments?
I saw Ariel Red saying she loves Bon Jovi. Let's see, Rainbow, but with Dio. Okay, there you go. Living on a prayer every day on the bus in high school. Someone brought a boombox and it was intense. There
That
you
sounds fun. I want to live in the 80s.
go. Nostalgia for the 80s, huh? All right, there you go.
That's stemmed from Back to the Future. Like,
there was
that
a show
happened
called
way
That
before
70s show,
Shane
so you need that 80s show.
Wait,
I mean, ultimately,
Is
isn't
Back
that what
to the
Stranger
Future-
Things is?
yeah, but
Back to the
it's-
Future, it takes place, or it was made in 1985, and then
Yeah,
it travels back
exactly.
to 1955.
Let's go
Yeah,
back.
that's
in the
it's.
game.
So I like the 80s before Stranger Things. Don't come at me. Life,
I liked the 80s before they were cool.
yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
sure.
The
Alright.
dryer again.
Elvis Presley, mic drop.
Mm.
Oh, the king. That 80s show was not that great. I never watched the 80s show.
Who's his middle name was Aaron?
Elvis's middle name is Aaron. Elvis Aaron Presley.
Elvis Parsley.
We're going to get out of here. We're going to get some things done before we rush off to our Halloween shenanigans this evening. Hope everybody has a fun Halloween weekend. I'll be trying to jump into the chats here and there to say, hey, if you haven't jumped over to No Good Comics channel and hit the little thumbs up for Justin and PJ Morris, that'd be really nice if you guys to do. I'm sorry that I ran along at the same time as him this morning, but next week we're back to totally normal stuff. We don't have any soccer games for a while, so we can be running on a more consistent routine for the next few weeks.
And no dyed hair.
And yeah, Kate's hair should be back to normal, and her lower braces should be coming off, so she should be brace free completely
On the 11th,
on the 11th. There you go.
not next weekend.
I hope everybody has a great weekend. And I'm going to play us out with our intro theme song that I played at the beginning for the first time. So have a great night, everybody.